So today I'm doing a YouTube intro and I'm actually going to show you how it looks first. So this is how it came out, the first one. So I'm actually going to change some stuff about it once we get into it, because there's some things that I didn't like that I want to actually change. So now we're jumping into it. So I already cut out most of her pictures and videos that I was using from Instagram. And I normally do my cutouts through Canva, or you can even do it through Picsart as well. And also the apps that I'm using will be in the description box below. But first, as you can see, I'm going to go to photo grid and I'm going to do a border of 3 of the same video, and then just save that. And then next I'm going to go into VN, and this is pretty much where I like to use their animations for the videos. They have really good ones, so I'm going to upload the photo grid, the one that I got from photo grid, and then I'm going to put this black silk background over it and turn down the opacity. Y'all, so I don't know what it is, but I've just been so obsessed lately with the black aesthetic intros. I've made a couple of them so far, so I'm like, why not do another one? Like, they come out so sleek to me, so pretty, and it's like you don't have to do too much for it to look good if you're going to use the black aesthetic for your intros. And you'll see what I mean at the end. So now I'm just pretty much figuring out which animations I want to use for my video, and I'm going to do the spin out ones, the counterclockwise and clockwise ones, and pretty much save that. So now we're going to come out of that and go back into Capcut, and then I'm going to upload the one that I just did with the animations. And now I'm going to add some effects to it, and of course cut it down a little bit. It was too long. I have to go back and look and see what I did for the first page, because for the first part I did actually like, so I kind of wanted to keep it the same. Some stuff will be a little different, but that page I actually did like. So now once I'm done in Capcut, I'm going to save that and go into my other app called Vita. And I'm going to use animations from that as well. I really love their animations. I kind of actually like them a little better than Capcut. They have some really good ones to me. So I'm trying to basically figure out what I want to use. This one was cute. And it's kind of different than the one that I had on my first video. I had sparkles in the back, and I was looking for that, but I just couldn't remember what it was called, so I just said whatever. I seen this one, it was cute to me, the little snow, so I'm going to use that instead. Go back and look really quick just to see. Alright, add the butterflies, of course, those are super cute to me, so I want to keep those, the silver butterflies. So those are in nature actually. If you use Vita and go to effects, that won't be under nature like that, so I'm going to keep that. Alright, so once I save that, I am going to go back into Capcut and finish putting my overlays on Capcut, and you'll see what I mean. So now I'm going to add the overlays, the 3 pictures that I had on the first part. Like I said, all of my stuff is already cut out, but I will, and pretty much have their shadows on it, but I will show you how I do my shadows on my pictures in Picsart. Contours, somewhere in the middle or the end. These pictures were so cute. I was so geeked when I went onto her page and I seen them. Like, I have to use them. The lighting was different on them, just because she took them, you can tell, somewhere in the sunlight. So half of her, and of course with some shade, so half of her body has sun on it and half of it has shade, but it didn't make my video look bad or anything. I don't think it had an effect on it at all. So now I'm just pretty much layering them how I want them. Part of her elbow was missing. I didn't even catch that. I think it happened when I cut the picture out, which is fine. I'm just gonna put the little picture in front of it and just hide it, and you can't even tell that part of her elbow is missing. And if you've seen how I did it, I just scrolled down and went to layer and just layered it differently. So this is the original font that I had when I used her name for my first video. I don't know what made me, which I got from Picsart, by the way. I don't know what made me want to change it. I think I was looking for the exact font so I can type something else, but I couldn't find it. So I'm like, you know what, I'll just change it and find a different font to use, because I couldn't find the exact one. I couldn't remember the name for nothing. So now I'm just going through some fonts, trying to figure out which ones stick out to me. It was a really some cute ones. It was hard to decide at first, but like this one is kind of cute. It's one that I wanted to use. I should have. That one is cute too. It was the extreme. I think I should have used that one, I feel like, too. That one was super cute. It didn't match the original one I had, but I could see it on the video. But I ended up not using that one either. And y'all can see too, when I first got on Picsart, the Instagram logo. So this is where I get my stickers from too. I didn't show me actually downloading the Instagram logo. I already had it in my phone. But Picsart is where I go get my stickers for like Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff for my videos. And I'll actually do a video too of showing me doing that. Going to Picsart, finding the stickers, the things that I'm going to use for my video. So now I'm just switching the font, and I'm choosing this one. This one was super cute to me, and I think it actually looks better than my first one. So we're going to go with that. And before I mess it up or I forget which font it was, I'm just going to go back in and just type up pretty much all the stuff that I think I'm going to use for my video. Just to get that out the way. I already have that saved, so I don't have to worry about remembering which font it was, because I'm going to forget. And we can already have that done. So now, as you can see, I screenshotted her Instagram, and that's going to be the next part that we do. And I'm just going to go to format, go to the 16 by 9, which is the size for YouTube videos, and Capcut. And I'm just going to size that up, get it right, cut it down. Of course, it was too long. And then you'll just have to keep deleting that little Capcut, and then they're going to keep adding it. So now I'm going to add an overlay, which is going to be that black background. Of course, we're going to turn down the opacity of it. I think it was still a little bit higher than my first part of my video, but it wasn't a big deal. And now I'm going to just add some effects to it. Can't remember what I added. I think I added, oh, maybe I didn't add it. Okay, then I went to the end to do my animations then. And y'all don't mind my voice, it is late, it's like 1 in the morning, and I'm trying to edit these videos. So I'm actually going to split this video in two, because I want to do the spin in and spin out one. And that's pretty much how I wanted it to look. I want it to look like it's going in, they're running into each other. So I'm going to split that, did my animations, and I'm going to save that, come out of that, and I'm going to go back into Vita to add the effects to the video. So now I'm basically just trying to figure out what I want. I kind of wanted some glitch. I wanted to see how that would look, so I'm just going to play with the different glitches that they had and see which one I like the most. I didn't really like that one. I felt like it was a little too harsh, so we're not going to use that one. Let's look for a different one. Glitch 2. I wasn't really feeling that one either. Let's see about this one. I think it works for me. So I need to add another effect. It was still a little too plain. I don't know why I'm on winter. I wasn't using nothing from it. So I just ended up going back to which is basically the effects that I have been using already. And I forgot about this butterfly one. I really love this effect. I have to use that. I think that's under nature too. No, not nature. It's under particles. If you go to Vita, you want to use that effect. It's under particles. I just ended up going to mine because it already has the effects that I wanted to use already in there. And I used 3 effects. I used the silver butterflies again, which is also in nature. So now I'm just gonna save that, and it was saving kind of slow. Save that, come out of there, and I'm gonna go back into Capcut, do a new video, add the one we just did from Vita with the effects. Now I'm gonna add my overlays. And this is the picture that I originally had on my second part too, on my first video. And this is the part that was throwing me off. It was something about the picture. It was the quality. It wasn't mentioning the quality of the pictures that I knew for sure I was using for my first part and for my last part. So I still had this picture that I didn't use, that I already had cut out. I didn't use it on my first part with the other 3 pictures. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to use that. And then it's actually a part on the picture that when I cut it out, you could tell she was sitting in a chair. That part wouldn't cut out. And I didn't feel like erasing it wasn't a big of a deal. And then when you see that I mirrored it, and you can't even see it, the little part that wouldn't cut out, the little piece of the chair she was sitting in. So now I'm just going to do that. In order to mirror it in Capcut, you just go to edit and go to mirror. And then I'm just putting the Instagram logo and Instagram text that I got from Picsart. And yeah, now we're gonna size it up right, fix the duration of it so it can match the video. And then next I'm going to do my animations of everything. And I'm just going to do all my animations for in. I don't really do too many for out. And I'm just pretty much fixing and picking the ones that I like, what seems like it's going to work to me. I wanted my pictures to be going into like different directions. Like I wanted them to bounce in, kind of like bounce and shake in, but I wanted it to be from different directions. And I'm actually going to change the speed, or it's not the speed, it's like the time of how long it's going to do the animation. I'm going to put them all at 2 seconds. And I still wanted to add another effect to the video. I wanted to see some bling in it. So now you just see me find a bling one that I liked in Capcut. I didn't want it to be over the top. I just wanted it to be somewhere in the background, just some little sparkles. So I'm just figuring out which one looks nice to me. And yeah, and then you'll see me change the time frame of the animations to make them a little longer. So now I'm going to change how long the animation lasts. I'm going to put them all at 2 seconds. And I end up changing one of the animations for one of the pictures. I wanted it to swing from a different way, as I think I did. I chose swing horizontally. Or did I do vertically? I think I did vertically. I chose this one instead. And I'm going to save that. And then we're going to come out of there. And I'm pretty much going to do my last one. So I chose this video. This video is kind of short. Did a 3 border through photo grid. And this is going to be the last part. So now we're going to go back into VN. Upload that. Delete the little ending. VN does that too. Now I'm going to add my background, which is that black silk background, which I also got from Pinterest, by the way. Now we're going to turn up the opacity. And I'm just going to play with that. I think I need to turn it down some more. I had to go back and relook at the videos that I was doing to see far did I turn the opacity down for those videos. Am I saying capacity or opacity? I can't even remember. Dang, I think I was saying capacity. If I was, y'all, I mean, opacity is late. It's literally like 1 something in the morning. I'm sleepy. But, so now I'm just pretty much getting that right. I didn't add animation to this one. I'm not sure why. I did add one. I added jitter. Just a little bit. Just in the beginning of the video then. And I'm pretty sure I got that from VN. So now we're back into Vita. Gonna add the effects. I ended up adding those silver butterflies again, which you can find in nature. I wanted that throughout the whole video. And I'm not sure if I added something else. I don't think I did. Oh, I added blur. A little bit of blur. And of course I turned that down because I still wanted to see her face in the videos. I just wanted some parts to be blurred out just a little bit. But I still wanted the videos to come through. If that makes sense. So now I'm going to add another effect. I think I did the little snowfall one again, which is called Twinkle 5. I like the way that looked. That was really cute to me. So I'm just going to save that. Once again, it's saving super slow. So once that's saved, I'm going to go back into Picsart just because I wanted to show y'all how I do the shadows on my pictures. So I scroll down, go to transparent background, and I do my cutouts through Canva, of course, but you can always do them through Picsart as well. I do that too sometimes. I'm going to upload this picture because it's going to be in the last part of the video. And I'm going to add shadow. So what I do is turn up the opacity, turn up the blur a little bit, and now I'm going to center them how I want it. Because I still wanted the shadows to show just a little bit. So I centered it on 0 for vertical, but 2 for horizontal. And I'm going to do the same for this one. And as you can see, it's a part of the picture that did not cut out when I cut out my picture on Canva. I'm not going to erase it. You'll see how I hide that on the intro once we get to that part. So now I'm back into Capcut, going to upload the video we did through Vita with the effects. And now I'm going to show you how I pretty much hide that little part that wouldn't cut out. So now I'm going to add this picture over it. So now you'll see me scroll over it. Once I make it big enough to the size I want it, all I have to do was scroll over to layer and just layer that the picture that didn't cut out good, or still at that piece that was showing, layer that behind the other picture that I already put up. So now I'm going to put her name up here again, and I'm just sizing it, making sure the duration is the same as the video. Because I already, like I told y'all before, this video was kind of short. It was only close to 3 seconds. I don't even think it was a full 3 seconds. So you'll see me at the end to stretch it out a little bit. And I typically do the green screens with my subscribe buttons. This time I didn't really feel like it. I decided to just get one off of Capcut. And all you have to do is go to stickers, go to the little power button, and it gives you a bunch of different little stickers for subscribe buttons and the bell and all that stuff. So I just chose that one. And now I'm just trying to figure out the placement of her name, because I couldn't get it right at first. I didn't want the name to be sitting directly on top of the subscribe button. I wanted there to be some type of space in between it. So now you just see me move some stuff around, try to figure out where I want it to be at, how I want it to look. Because it was the J. The J was so big, it wasn't leaving any space. So then I forgot to, I didn't add any animations. So now that's what I'm about to do. We're going to go back into in. I decided to do fade in for the picture I have in the back. And of course we're going to put them all in 2 seconds. And I did, I think, shake 3. And I'm going to do an animation as well for the name. And I did a zoom in. I thought that one was cute. So we're going to keep that. And then I'm also going to do an animation for the sticker, for the subscribe button. And I think I just wanted that one to just slide in. So I just chose slide right. turn it up, and yeah, and we'll just see how this looks to me. So once I'm finished with that, I'm going to save it, and then I went back to the Instagram part. I forgot I had took out I had did the text follow me and Picsart as well. I didn't know if I should add it or not. It wasn't needed, but I don't know, I just ended up keeping it. I could have did without it as well. It didn't really make or break the intro to me. I just decided to add it. I think I just did the animation fade in. Put it on 2 seconds, of course. And then I'm just going to end up keeping that and saving that. I had to just keep redoing it just to make sure everything was lining up right with the animations and how they were coming in the video. That is finished and I'm satisfied. I'm going to save that again. And then I'm going to create a new project, and now I'm going to add the 3 projects together. And I forgot, I was looking for my first part, forgot the whole time that I never even saved the first part. It was still on there, so I just went on and added the other 2 parts to that one then. So now I'm going to add my transitions to the video, and I end up going to slide, and I end up doing the turning page one for the first part. I want to see how that will look. And once I realized that it was cutting into, I realized I didn't do any animations for the first page, so I had to go in really quick, do some animations, and I just ended up doing some shakes. I ended up choosing rock vertically for the one in the middle. That one was doing it for me. And I think I put the other one just on some different shakes. And then I'm going to do an animation for the name, of course. And I end up doing that one rock vertically too, with the picture in the middle. So I'm just going to make sure that it's coming in right. So now I have to change the duration of the overlays, because they were, since I chose the turning page transition, I had to make sure my overlays from the first page or first part wasn't going to be on that turning page part into the next part. So now you'll just keep seeing me play with my animations, pretty much cut them down just to figure out, just to make sure that they aren't crashing with my transitions. So once I get that fixed, we are pretty much finished. I do hope y'all like this video. Let me know if y'all want to see more YouTube intro tutorials on this page. I'm going to exit out and we're going to see the finished look.